Hello Leo, welcome to my channel. Whether you're new or you're coming back, my name is Victoria. I'm from Mindful Bamboo, and today we're going to be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and we'll get you some guidance on how to navigate the energies of the month of February. At the end, I'll post some messages from a person of interest to yourself. All right, let's get started. And as always, I'm starting with an oracle card. Today is going to be the Whispers of the Ocean, and this reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. So if you're watching for a sun sign, also please check out readings for your other placements. And since this is a general reading, take only what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. If you're interested in a personal reading, please do not hesitate to reach out via an email address or my website, mindfulbamboo.com. All right. So I got number 35 for you. Help appears in various ways. Yep, this is a pretty powerful message. There's so much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift, you forget to look for the support systems that are with you continually. So this could be friends and family. This could be, I don't know, your therapist, your hairdresser, your personal shopping assistant, like, what I'm trying to say is that roles that don't necessarily immediately click in your head as, they help, but they actually do help in your life, that kind of idea. And of course, it can also mean your higher power, your guides, mentors, coaches, therapists. Oh, and immediately get a card. Let's see what it is. It's a Knight of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is a message of love as well. Have Ace of Pentacles, new beginning. Could be moving in together for someone getting, or building a house, or starting a new project or a new hobby. Beautiful. Seven of Pentacles here. Some planning here. I've got, like, for a lot of people, it's like moving in together or moving into something more permanent, like if you've been renting out, this is you getting your own place, something along those lines. For your career, we have Four of Cups, dreamy energy. We have Eight of Wands. Yep, that's the connection with your guides actually. And Justice, Libra energy. Could be dealing with a Libra. Advice, Queen of Cups, the Hierophant, this is Taurus, and the Moon, that's Cancer. Not Cancer, Pisces actually. Yeah, I'm like, no. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands. So quite a lot of water here, a little bit of air. We do have, well, most of the month is ruled by Aquarius. We have a few major transits happening in the Aquarius. So you may feel guided to kind of revisit your mindsets and belief systems, your habits. I'm getting a lot of messages these days about habits and the story that you tell, so which is also kind of a habit if you think about it that way, right? Like any of the things where the thinking became automatic, where our brain has optimized it to the point where we don't really analyze it anymore, right? And it's done for a good reason, right? Because our brain is trying to conserve energy for other functions that are not as predictable. But the danger, of course, is that those beliefs are not necessarily true, or they're not true for us right now with where we are in our life. And it's time to revisit them. And yeah, life will definitely be showing you where, especially with Pluto moving to Aquarius, for sure. Leo is actually the sign opposite to Aquarius, so that's why you kind of will hear like the ricochet effect from it. So you'll hear it pretty loudly as well, even though it's an opposite sign from you. Also, you're a fixed sign, just like Aquarius, and fixed signs, that's another side of like how it impacts you. It's a little harder for us, and I'm saying us because I'm a Taurus, which is also a fixed sign. So another axis of it is Taurus and Scorpio. It's harder for us to bring in changes. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's just less natural, right? We like to stick to what we know, to like defend our choices, to try to fix if something gets broken, rather than just leave it behind and move on with our life or try something else. And that's why some of the changes may be a little tricky. Although in your reading, I don't really see any of the tough energies. It's more like don't necessarily rush with the action, right? Wait for your ships to come in. They are coming in. Just stay true to it. You have lovers underneath, by the way. You know? So whether you're manifesting actual love relationship or just like more of that love from the universe coming in with the abundance, with the luck, with the inspiration, that is coming in for you. So don't mess it up and don't take any like rash decisions. That's what I'm getting for you. And yeah, for your love life, I see some planning. I see some communication with your person. So it's like planning together with them. Something to reconfirm your love, and also to, how do I say this? It's almost like this is a confirmation for both of you that you still want this, right? Maybe you've been together for a while, or if it's a new thing that maybe you've been kind of around each other, but not really going for it for a while. And now, like, at least one of you, or maybe both, is wondering, like, do they still want it? Like, am I too late? Was my actual offer, like, actual plan, right? Pentacles are very tangible, very much in the physical, right? So maybe if you're at the very start of your relationship, this could be like a date or starting a new hobby or something together, like this new chapter. But I would just say that it's very important to keep an honest communication about it. So don't try to have an agenda or to play games if that's something you're considering, or that's something you usually do. That's the part that you're supposed to change in this season, the part of the story, the habit, and the automatic action, right? If you're like, you have your kind of like plan of action to see, I don't know, it could be anything, like to see if the other person really has true feelings for you, if they are serious about it, if they have certain qualities that you need or want in a partner, right? Like, it can be different reasons, maybe they're good reasons overall, right? But if you're manipulating the situation to analyze, to test, to get a certain result, that's already lack of sincerity and truth in the situation. And that's the part for you to acknowledge and to revisit and to change, right? Because it's going to be working against you. That's the biggest insight here, right? Like, when it becomes automatic, it's hard for us to assess it that way, but actually that's what it is. And that karma is going to be catching up on you, right? Because if you're not sincere with the world and approach it with open heart, especially like the relationship is supposed to be trusting and somebody who's close to you, that's what you're going to be getting, where you have put out your trust, or you have some expectations, or you've been given in energy and expecting something in return. You'll be getting the cold treatment or indifference or whatever. Like, that's how it's going to manifest, and it can be in a very different situation, very different scene. Just again, how some people are missing the connection. But the justice actually confirms that the karma finds its way. But yeah, let's now switch to the career space. So here I'm actually getting that in this case, karma is catching up with the good stuff, the goodies, the rewards, the compromise of the contract, right? Justice a lot of times is a legal contract, so it can be some legal question that's getting resolved in your favor. But it can also mean that for everything that you've done in a selfless way, things are coming around for you and you're getting some favorable communication. Some new opportunity is coming in. It can be more public, it can be more personal, but it will have a connection with your abundance. So maybe you're learning the skills that you need to progress with your career, your occupation, right? It doesn't have to be specifically like you're getting a raise, but it's something that will take you forward to the next level. So this is again the part where you're letting the ships come in. You don't really need to take any extra action at this time. Basically, continue doing what you're doing. just bringing more acknowledgement and mindfulness into how you're making decisions and whether any of those habits and mindsets need to be revisited. Okay, and you've got two major arcanas in the advice space. You also have Queen of Cups, so for some of you it's specifically like going deeper with a specific person. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah, a little slow. But it's very important that you go like deep with this person, because that's what they will be expecting, that's their standard, and also see that your values actually match. They don't have to be the same, but like the primary main aspect of it should be there, right? Because very quickly you're gonna be on a different page. Like again, and this is again the part about being authentic and honest in communication, is that air energy that of the Aquarius that we're in. If you try to manipulate it because you want the other person to like you, you want to like confirm maybe for yourself that you have enough in common to continue, right? If you're manufacturing that situation, it's gonna come back and bite you in the future, right? And yeah, I mean, all of it is gonna be lessons regardless, right? But if you want to avoid that extra karmic cycle, I'm not saying necessarily that you and this person will part ways just because of that, right? But you also don't want to be living a cycle in a lie, where then the truth will come out and you're almost going to be starting from scratch if you decide to do that, both of you, I mean. So be careful with that. Okay, let's get some messages for Leo from that person of interest. Messages for Leo. Okay, that was pretty fast. Without the Justice and Ten of Cups in reverse. Wow. Yeah, so this is an opportunity for you to revisit what Ten of Cups means for you, what that emotional fulfillment means for you. So if you feel like things are not happening as quickly as you thought, and some part of happiness is missing in your life, and you feel like you've been doing your homework, you've done everything you could, and it's just not happening, just know that it is gonna happen. But there is a delay with that, because first of all, that's like one of the main laws of big scale manifestations. But also it's giving you a chance to revisit a little bit more the detail of what that happiness means to you. And once you've done that work of awareness and revisiting your habits and way of thinking, you'll find that this picture will look somewhat different. And it's very important for you to revisit it now before it actually manifests itself in your life. So your person is with you full on, like the Justice card is telling me, I mean, of course you could be dealing as a Libra. Justice card is telling me that your person is doing that. Your person is already revisiting their idea of happiness and wellness and even family life, because they met you, because of this connection, because of the experience you've had together, and they're ready to compromise, even if it's not necessarily what they used to have in mind. They are ready to revisit, as long as you work on this together and they can see that you are committed on your side. Okay, I hope this was good for you. Thank you so much for joining me today, Leo. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye, everyone.